Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, January 16th. The time is 7:33 a.m. and the temperature is around 19 degrees Celsius. And I am here in midtown Toronto, just around the corner from where I live. And in a moment, I'll be hopping on the e-scooter there and going for a ride south down into the financial district. And just before I get moving here, I'll fire up my Strava app, and that'll track the total distance this ride will be. I think it'll be around 8 kilometers. And it would help if I turn my e-scooter on. It's early in the morning, folks, or at least for me it is. And this here is Helendale. So I'll turn right here, and this will take me over to Yonge Street. And there looks to be a fair bit of traffic there. I'm just going to do a quick double check. Make sure the camera angle looks okay. I wasn't quite sure if I set it up correctly. I think it's fine. So this is the Yonge and Eglinton neighborhood in Midtown. And the reason I'm heading to First Canadian Place is that is where I used to work. I worked there for around 4.5 years. And it took me a minute to get the camera set up. So currently it is 7:36 a.m. And often I would work from either 8, 8:30 or 9. That job was a bit flexible. So assuming an 8 a.m. start, I've got about 24 minutes to get there. And given that the ride is about 8 kilometers, I think that's manageable. Also, it was the kind of place where if you were late, it didn't really matter. So this is the infamous intersection of Yonge and Eglinton. And just on the right is Eglinton subway station. Which is currently home to the eastern part of Line 1. That's usually called the Yonge side. Although this time next year, it'll also be home to Line 5. And that's the Crosstown LRT that's currently being built. And I literally got up just before I recorded this. I had my alarm set for 7, and I snoozed it a few times. I didn't get up till about 7:20. I literally rolled out of bed, grabbed my gear, went outside and started recording this. This is Davisville Village right now. And Davisville Station is coming up. And soon I'll have a bike lane to ride in. So the headquarters for the Toronto Transit Commission are just on the right there, as is Davisville subway station. And it's called Davisville, but it's actually on Chaplin Crescent. Davisville Avenue is on the left side there. The subway tracks are above ground for this stretch. Most of the stretch between St. Clair and Eglinton are like this. And truthfully, when I was working in the financial district, I pretty much took the subway to work every day. Occasionally I would walk it, but I only ever took my bike a couple of times. I've never felt comfortable locking my bike up and leaving it exposed all day. At the time, my building didn't have secure bike parking. That and the other problem is wearing a bike helmet just makes a mess of my hair. So it's either go to work 15, 20 minutes early and take a shower just to fix my helmet hair, or walk around with horrible helmet hair all day. If you're wondering, I'm currently going around 24 kilometers per hour, which is faster than I went on my last e-scooter video. That was a trip around Rosedale. On your left. Although this thing can go up to 30 if I need it to. And this is Yonge and St. Clair. I don't know if I'll stick to Yonge the whole way. At least through Midtown it makes sense. And we'll find St. Clair Station just over there on the left. And at least according to Google Maps, the best route would be to turn right at Belmont and take that over to Bay, and then take Bay down. It's certainly quite calm along this stretch of Yonge at this time. And just in on the left here, you'll find Summer Hill subway station. There's the old rail station, turn liquor store. And it looks like our bike lane disappears. I think I'm making pretty good time, and my imaginary boss shouldn't be too displeased with the time I arrive. Well, this is Belmont. Bay Street doesn't start. We're a few blocks to the south of here. So maybe I'll wait until I turn right and head over to Bay. Currently we have traveled 3.96 kilometers. And it is 7:49. Here's Davenport Road. I could turn right here and take this over to Bay. Good job, Porsche driver. And coming up is Young and Bloor. So this is west on Bloor Street West, although I'll be making a left in a moment. And from here I'll be heading south, pretty much all the way down to First Canadian Place, which is located at King and Bay. Hopefully I get an advanced green here. There's nobody queued up behind me to turn left. There's no one turning left on the other side, and no, I did not. I don't know if there needs to be a car in the lane to trip that or not. And this is south on Bay Street. And I find Bay tends to move a bit quicker than sticking to Yonge. And the road itself is also in much better shape. And this is Wellesley Street coming up. So I've traveled 5.4 kilometers so far. And it's about 5 minutes to 8. Here's Grenville Street. And if I were really commuting to work, I'd probably throw this thing in a higher speed. That was college, and there's a truck loaded up with bike shares. There's a streetcar that's probably headed up towards the Carlton line. And here's Elm Street. And there goes the alarm to wake up at 7:58. Little jokes on the alarm, I'm already awake. And after I get there, I'll be turning around, riding back home. And if I have time, which I don't think I will, I'll take the dog for a walk. I have a video premiering at 9 a.m. I usually attend. So I guess Charlie will have to wait till after that for his morning walk. Here is Dundas Street West. And that tall building straight ahead, the big white one, is First Canadian Place. And that's where I'm headed. Okay, what is going on here? Someone's backing up. The truck is backing out. You'd think this would be a situation where they'd have a guy standing in the middle of the street guiding things, but nope. There's Old City Hall on the left. The new City Hall is just on the right. And it is now 8 a.m., so I am late for my imaginary job and imaginary start time. Although, truthfully, whenever I would get to work, I'd usually put all my stuff down, turn on my computer, check my DMs, and then there would be someone almost always wanting to go down and grab a coffee. Usually 30 minutes would go by before any real work was attended to. And south of Queen Street here will lead us into the financial district. There's Adelaide Street. So one entrance to First Canadian Place is on that side, and another one is on Bay Street, just here on the right. And here is King and Bay. And just on the left there, or I guess straight ahead for the camera, is an endangered view. There's the CN Tower. I don't know if my camera is picking this up. But that view has almost disappeared. I'm late anyways, with another 20 seconds to check a view out. There's a courtyard space just here on the right. And we have arrived. Let's see what the stats say. 7.68 kilometers and 28 minutes of ride time. And there's a look up at what is, at least for the remainder of this year, the tallest building in Canada. I'm not sure if One King West will surpass it later this year, and I doubt the Pinnacle will. There's the e-scooter. So I hope you enjoyed this early morning commute, or at least early for me. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and if you wish to support the channel, there are links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership in the description. There's a look over at the Mies van der Rohe Design TD Center. And I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides. And there's also now a super thanks button appearing below each video. Anyways, now I really got to get to work, and let's get home and attend a YouTube premiere and walk a dog. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.